What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my podcast. Now, Warner Bros. Just released the biggest announcement that they're going to be doing a 10-year plan. So, which means that they're going to be trying to be like the MCU. The only issue with that is that this new person who is trying to be the Kevin Feige, how are they going to do it? How are they going to pull it off? That's the one thing that a lot of people want to know. Because Kevin Feige, at one point, he's already a successful man in Disney with the MCU, like hits after hits after hits. And there have been some hits and misses there with Captain Marvel and the Eternals. Even Thor Love and Thunder was trash, and I've seen the movie myself and I just couldn't sit through 13 minutes of it. It was not it for me. But you know what, I think I know why they're doing this. Is because they want to remove themselves from Zack Snyder, because they don't like his vision, because his films has always been too slow instead of being energetic and fast like all the other action films and all of that. They're gonna have to realize that not every action movie needs to be fast and energetic. Zack Snyder, his is like mixed. What he did was recreate scenes from the previous work in Justice League, excuse me. And to me, that really lets me know that Warner Bros. As a whole is not a good place to work in, because you can tell that place is very, very toxic, to be honest with you. Because when you have a clear vision of where you want to take the franchise, they're gonna always close one door, if then another door opens, it's gonna be that same result. It's like nobody wants to see your vision come to light. And the biggest thing I have an issue with Hollywood nowadays is that when they come out with movies, you can tell there's been some issues behind the scenes work with the creative team, aka the writing department, and the film direction, because you don't know what's happening or what's going on. That's exactly how I feel with the DCEU, starting with Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. That film, it had a unique concept, but the execution was just poorly received. It was poorly delivered, and you cannot sit there and tell me how bad how good this movie was. Just because Wonder Woman was in it doesn't mean that the movie was good. It was trash altogether. Now, if you're gonna make a movie based on the comic itself, you need to make sure that you're stuck to the source material, instead of just trying to change up everything of what made the comic so good and popular in the first place. That's the last thing you want to do, is just change. It's too much change nowadays. And now all of a sudden they're just trying to move on from Zack Snyder as if he doesn't exist in Warner Bros. When they clearly did not believe in him, of his work, of his passion with the Zack Snyder Justice League, excuse me. And by the way, I did a review of it last year. Go check it out. I loved it, even though I had issues with it still, because it was 4 hours long. And the one thing they should have done was redid Henry Cavill when he had a mustache. They should have never have him shaved off his mustache, because he looked kind of funny and weird, especially in the original 2017 version of the Justice League. that film alone was just trash. The original director, he was gone because of these crazy accusations of him mistreating co-stars and actors and actresses, being accused of multiple things. Literally, Gal Gadot, of all people, came forward about how he mistreated her. She's that one actress that just took no for an answer, that just couldn't take no BS from anybody, especially from the person who came out with the original Justice League in 2017. And let's be honest here. That movie was bound to be doomed from the start. Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie did incredible. I've watched it myself. I loved it. Gal Gadot is the true Wonder Woman of how she brought it back to life with her acting abilities, and most of the fight scenes was her stunt double, but either way, she killed her role as Diana. Now, the sequel, however, I didn't really like it. I couldn't really sit through half a minute with this movie because I feel like it was trying to be Power Rangers, you know, but it wasn't Wonder Woman. Now, if Zack Snyder would have filmed the sequel, it would have made the film 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? But right now, what's going on with the DCEU, it ain't looking right. Ezra Miller has been in and out of prison, being locked out multiple times. Like, he just cannot stay out of trouble for nothing. And not to mention, he's being accused of running a cult. That's even worse to his previous laws. His previous run-in with the laws have been so sad to see from an actor. And I sometimes want to know, in the entertainment industry, do people change like that? Or does it just happen naturally? Because when you're a part of the entertainment industry, you're gonna have moments where you just don't care anymore what you're going through. You miss your friends, the family, but at the same time, it comes with the sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice your family, your friends, to focus on your acting career. Now, unless your family supports you doing all of this, then maybe, just maybe, you would have been fine. But as far as like what's going on in the DCEU, it ain't looking right, my G. But the most important character of them all is Superman. Now, Henry Cavill was rumored to be returning for Superman, but unfortunately, that did not happen because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson completely had everybody booed at him at San Diego Comic-Con earlier about possibilities of anybody playing Superman, but not Henry. And mind you, Henry was the perfect choice for Clark Kent. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be any Superman in modern times. So if they're gonna reboot the DCEU with this 10-year plan, they better knock it out of the park with this one, because the last thing you want to do is piss off the universe, piss off the fan base. And the whole Michael B. Jordan being cast as the Black Superman, I don't think that's gonna happen, because that got scrapped, thank the Lord, because a racist writer and James Davis or whoever his name is, I forgot, they were gonna come out with the Black Superman, but that got canceled. Thankfully, that did not happen. So I'm hoping they do good with this one. So that's just my thoughts on the 10-year plan. What y'all think of this? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm out of here.